Hello students, after discussing several types of digital logic families, now I come to the last member of the digital logic family, that is the CMOS, complementary MOS. So we can say that basically CMOS circuit consists of both types of MOS devices, that is N channel and P channel, interconnected to for logic functions. So let us see the different types of gates through the CMOS. So in that, first one is the CMOS inverter, then CMOS NAND, then CMOS NOR, and finally we will see the transmission gate using CMOS. So first one is the CMOS inverter. See the construction of CMOS inverter. Basically we can say that the circuit of CMOS inverter is shown in the figure, which consists of one P channel. In the P channel MOS, arrow is inside, and in the N channel MOS, arrow is outside, which consists of one P channel transistor and one N channel transistor. So first thing is the source terminal. Wherever arrow is there, that is the source. Opposite to that is the drain, and in between is the gate. So the source terminal of the P channel device is at VDD, supply voltage, and the source terminal of the N channel device is at ground, as seen in the figure. The value of VDD may vary from 3 volt to 18 volt. The two voltage levels are 0 volt for the low level and VDD for the high level, that is typically 5 volt. Now come to see the operation of the CMOS. The N channel MOS conducts when its gate to source voltage is positive. You must remember this. The P channel MOS conducts when its gate to source voltage is negative. Either type of device is turned off if its gate to source voltage is 0. Now see the first case. When the input is 0, we need output high. When the input is low, both gates are at 0 potential. The input is at minus VDD relative to the source of the P channel device and at 0 volt relative to the source of the N channel device. So we can say that the result is that the P channel device is turned on. When the input is low, we have already learned that the P channel MOS conducts only when its gate to source voltage is negative. So in here, as the input voltage is negative, so we can say that the P channel device is turned on and the N channel device is turned off. Under these conditions, there is a low impedance path from VDD to the output and a very high impedance path from the output to ground, resulting the output voltage approaches the high level VDD under normal loading conditions. Thus we get output high, which verifies the operation. Again consider the second case. When the input is high, both gates are at VDD, and the situation is reversed now. Now in this case, as the input is high, so N channel will work, P channel is off, the P channel device is off and the N channel device is on, resulting that the output approaches the low level of 0 voltage. Thus this verifies the operation of CMOS as an inverter. Then we will see the CMOS NAND gate. In this CMOS NAND gate, the 2 input NAND gate consists of 2 P type units in parallel and 2 N type units in series, as shown in the figure. If all inputs are high, both P channel transistors turns off and both N channel transistors turn on. The output has a low impedance to ground and produces a low state. If any input is low, the associated N channel transistor is turned off and the associated P channel transistor is turned on. The output is coupled to VDD and goes to the high state. This verifies the operation of CMOS as a NAND gate. Now comes to the CMOS as a NOR gate. See the figure. A 2 input NOR gate consists of 2 N type units in parallel and 2 P type units in series, as shown in the figure. When inputs are low, both P channel units are on and both N channel units are off. The output is coupled to VDD and goes to the high state. If any input is high, the associated P channel transistors is turned off and the associated n-channel transistors turns on, connecting the output to ground and causing a low level output. So, this verifies the operation of CMOS as a NOR gate. Now, come to the last application of this CMOS, transmission gate. See the figure. So, basically the transmission gate is essentially an electronic switch that is controlled by an input logic level. Figure A shows the basic circuit of the transmission gate. The transmission gate is formed by one N channel and one P channel MOS transistor connected in parallel. The N channel substrate is connected to ground and the P channel substrate is connected to VDD. When the N gate is at VDD and the P gate is at ground, both transistors conduct and there is a closed path between input X and output Y. When the N gate is at ground and the P gate is at VDD, both transistors are off and there is an open circuit between X and Y. Now, figure B shows the block diagram of the transmission gate. Note that the terminal of the P channel gate is marked with the negative symbol. Figure C shows the behavior of the switch in terms of positive logic assignment with VDD equivalent to logic 1 and ground equivalent to logic 0. So, this completes the CMOS. Thank you.